Hello, my name is Eduardo Castillo. I'm the only team member of Smart Systems for Occupancy and Building Energy Control version 3. This is the user manual. My mentors are Ali Mustafavi and Leonardo Bobadilla. So, looking at an overview of the whole project, all the features listed under the general user features are accessed by the general user, and additional features for facility managers only are accessed by the facility managers or admin users, as I'd like to call them. So beginning from the login, a registered user is required to enter the username and password and click the login button to log into the application. An unregistered user needs to click the create account button to register an account. On the main screen, after the user logs in, the main screen of the application is displayed with the zones the user has added to his or her account. Creating an account. The user previously clicked on Create Account button on the login screen. The user is then required to enter his or her personal information, including first name, last name, email, password, and repeat password, and then select the Submit button to become a registered user. Logout. The user is required to open the pop-out menu in the action bar in order to click in the Logout button. Adding a zone. From the main menu or the main screen, the user can add a zone by clicking the house icon in the upper right corner. The user can then select the Add button to add the zone to his or her account. Editing a zone. The user can edit a zone by clicking the house icon in the upper right corner of the main screen. The user can then select the pencil button to edit the zone. The user can edit the zone information and click the Save button to keep these changes. Select a zone or zone rewards. From the main screen, the user is required to select a zone where he or she can see the different options for energy performance. The user can also see zone rewards for turning off the lights before leaving the room, and also for little consumption of energy in Appliance's plug load. Zone description. General graphic information of plug load and lighting is shown on the zone description activity. The user is required to make a selection in zones description to see temperature, occupancy, plug load, lighting, and predict air conditioning and/or predict consumption of appliances. Temperature. After selecting a zone from the main screen, the user can select to view the temperature of the zone in a graphic representation and is able to select the refresh button on the upper corner in order to update the information. Occupancy. After selecting a zone from the main screen, the user can select to view the occupancy of the zone in a graphic view and is able to select the refresh button in order to update the information. Plug load. After selecting a zone from the main menu or the main screen, the user can select to view the plug load of the zone and is able to refresh in order to get updated information. There is a graphic representation for the appliance's energy consumption per zone and the appliance's average consumption per building. Lighting. After selecting a zone from the main screen, the user can select to view the lighting of a zone and is able to refresh in order to get updated information. There is a graphic representation of the lighting energy performance of the zone and the lighting performance of the building. Prediction of air conditioning. The user can make a prediction of air conditioning by entering his or her temperature, set point, and clicking the button Predict. The user can see different animation GIFs in order to learn how to save energy in a simple way. Prediction of consumption of appliances. The user can make a prediction of consumption of appliances by completing the information in the expandable list and then clicking the monthly consumption and monthly cost to view these predictions. Add appliance to a zone. After selecting a zone from the main screen, the user can select the Add Appliance icon on the upper right corner of the action bar. The user can see all the appliances of the zone and click the Add button on the upper right corner. The user can enter the information for the appliance and select to set the data. View Wasteful Regions. From the main screen, the user can click on Save Energy to view the wasteful regions. The user can then select to turn off light in a region with no occupants, turn off appliances, or notify users of wasteful region. Turn off lights and earn points. After clicking on Save Energy from the main screen, the user can select the light bulb icon to turn off lights in a region with no occupants. The user can earn points by turning off the light and selecting the Turned Off Light button. Turn off appliance and earn points. After clicking the Save Energy from the main screen, the user can select the plug load icon to turn appliance off in a region. The user can earn rewards by turning off appliances and selecting the Turned Off Appliance button. Notify users of wasteful region. After clicking the Save Energy button from the main screen, the user can select the email icon to notify users of the wasteful region. The users can earn reward points, by notifying the users through email and selecting the Send Notifications button. View User Rewards. From the main screen, the user can click on My Rewards to view his or her reward points. The user can then see the total reward points and the itemized description of his or her reward points earned. Get Report for Zones. From the main screen, the user can click on My Reports to view his or her personalized reports. The user can then see the statistics for his or her zones and obtain a graphical view of his or her zone plug load energy consumption. Get Report for User Rankings. From the main screen, the user can click on My Reports to view his or her personalized reports. The user can then see his or her ranking by reward points and obtain a graphical view of all user reward points. View Suggestions. From the main screen, the user can click on My Reports to view his or her personalized reports. The user can see the personalized suggestions and get an itemized list of his or her zones that are above his or her average energy consumption. Toggle Indoor Localization, available to users and admins. From the main screen, the user can click on the three dots in the top right corner to open the menu options. Here, the user or the admin can toggle to report their indoor location by clicking on the location checkbox. Show Indoor Localization, available to users and admins. From the main screen, swipe from left to right on the area indicated by the blue arrow to reveal Google Maps overlay. After toggling location from previous slide, after a few seconds, your location will appear on the map along with a custom floor plan image of your choice from the database. Show Enter Exit Rooms, available to user and admins. Users who enter a room will highlight the room showing the room is occupied. Green means the room is occupied, while red means it's not occupied. This only happens after you've brought the Google Maps view into the interface and you have the indoor localization running in the background by using the previous slide. Reporting Comfort Level, available to users only. From the main menu, tap the Rate Current Zone Conditions button to bring up rating prompts on the current zone/room conditions. There are currently two ratings for temperature and light level ratings. Recording a room, available for admins only, or facility managers. Admins can record indoor geo-coordinates for their current room by clicking the Record Current Room button, while the indoor localization is running in the notification bar. Otherwise, the button will not activate. Additional features. Creating a zone. From the main menu for a logged-in Facility Manager user, click on Create a Zone button. The Facility Manager user can then enter the data for a zone, such as name, location, number of windows, and select the Create Zone button. Add a user to a zone. From the main menu for a logged-in Facility Manager user, click on the user icon in the upper right corner of the action bar. The Facility Manager user can then select the Add User icon for a specific zone. The Facility Manager can then enter the user's email address and select Add User button. Removing a user from a zone. From the main screen for a logged-in Facility Manager, click the user's icon in the upper right corner of the action bar. The Facility Manager can then select the Remove User icon for a specific zone. The Facility Manager can then enter the user's email address and then select Remove User button. Get report for all zones. From the main screen for a logged-in Facility Manager, click on Reports button. The Facility Manager can then see the statistics for all zones in the building and obtain a graphical view of all zones' plug load energy consumption. Get reports for user rewards. From the main menu for a logged-in Facility Manager, click on Reports button. Facility Manager can then see the user's comparison by reward points and obtain a graphical view of all users' reward points. View suggestions for building. From the main menu screen, for a logged-in Facility Manager, click on Reports. The Facility Manager can see the suggestions and get an itemized list of all zones that are above the average energy consumption of the building and their percent consumption.